Firdaus, you've been in the industry for some time. You've met so many farmers. So I'm a beginner farmer. I have some little money and I want to start poultry farming. I don't know which breed I should start with. If you ask others, they will tell you to start with layers. You know why? Because they provide you with daily income. Others will suggest to you to start with local chickens because their products, if you get a premium market, they're quite expensive and they're flexible in the feeding. Well, in today's video, I'll try to give you my guidance, breaking down the numbers, telling you the advantages and disadvantages, and this will guide you to make your choice. I just want to show you something really beautiful, and that is my uncle's poultry structure. It's now complete, just awaiting a few things for the chickens to arrive. Now, why am I showing you this? Because I've had this very conversation with my uncle about what type of breed should he begin with. Should he begin with layers or local chickens? In my hands here, I have something interesting. I was just taking a stroll around the farm and the property, and I discovered this is cinnamon, but when it's fresh. These are cinnamon leaves, and they are great spices and great medicine. Well, welcome back to Call Me Firdaus YouTube channel, and welcome to Seme Chickens. We've been in production for 11 days. Our chicks are 11 days old, and I want to show you exactly what's happening to them. See how they have progressed, and those of you who are interested, kindly place in your orders. We are just in production for a few days and we have really moved. So let me show you how we're doing, and I'll talk to you about deciding between layers and local chickens. So we are still working on a few things around the farmhouse and also around the entire property, just to make sure things turn out so well. Like I mentioned, we are 11 days old, and the brooder is now quite small for us. So what we're going to do is we are going to adjust it, but also we are planning to create a nursery because we have some chicks that are quite small. Look at this one. This one can't compete against this one. So this is too small, and we have a few, maybe 2 birds that are having leg issues, you know. So we're going to create a nursery for them so that they can, you know, they can get equal services as well without a lot of competition. So this is us at 11 days. We don't have a lot of problems. We have recovered from the flu, and so yeah, we are doing much better. We don't have a lot of trouble as we speak. Yeah. We're still sleeping because that's what we do most. That's what the chicks do most. Very soon we are leaving the brooder. So rate our performance. How are we doing? We started on our mashed feeds, broken maize and concentrate. That's how we are doing. By the end of this video, you will know which option will make you more money and save you from that very expensive mistake. Now, when we talk about poultry farming recently, people are drawn to 2 options. Number 1, that is commercial layers. These are just basically for egg production. And once they start laying, they will be laying every single day. And then we have local chickens. Now, among local chickens, we have the indigenous chicken, and then we have the improved breed. You know all of them. Now, people like these ones because they are mainly for meat, egg, and chicks. They do hatch their old chicks. Now, why do most beginners choose layers? They choose layers because they are for egg production, and eggs are eaten every day. That means there is market, there is demand for eggs. Every single home, every single place, restaurants, schools, supermarkets, where there is market for eggs. So once these birds start laying, they'll provide you with that everyday cash flow. This cash flow will help you to pay for the chicken feeds, but also for other farm expenses. When you choose to raise layers as a beginner, I want you to realize that it has its own challenges. Let's start with expensive feed. Since these birds are eating every single day, most of the money you're making from the sales is going back to the chicken in terms of feed. Let's take an example. If you're a beginner and you started with 50 birds, 50 birds at peak production, they're most likely to give you around 40 eggs. And 40 eggs, if you choose to sell each egg at, let's say, 500 Ugandan shillings, that means you're going to end up with around 20,000 Ugandan shillings. And 20,000 Ugandan shillings, 70% of it all, you're going to put it back to the business in terms of feeds. That means you're left around, you're left with, let's say, 6,000. That's without utilities. Honestly speaking, that's not enough money for a farmer in terms of profit. In addition to that, what to note is the fact that if you're raising 50 birds, 50 layer birds, you're going to be stuck with those 50 birds forever. You're not going to be able to increase that flock, the size of that flock. And if anything, they are most likely to reduce, maybe due to sickness. Also, those 50 birds are most likely to stop laying at a certain time in their growth period. So by the time you reach 2 years, you may be left with very few birds. That means your farm is not actually growing. Rather, it's just decreasing in size. And as we all know, poultry is a game of numbers. So if you're not able to increase the size of your farm within that period of maybe 2 years, that means you will not be able to generate a lot of income. On the other hand, let's talk about local chicken. One thing you must realize as a beginner is that most experienced farmers actually appreciate the local chicken for one simple reason. Its ability to generate you income in very many ways. For example, you can sell the eggs, you can sell the meat, you can sell the day-old chicks, you can sell the 1 month, chicks. It gives you that flexibility of selling several products. And also, the local chicken is quite hardy. It means it's a bit disease resistant, and it doesn't really require intensive management, unlike the layers. When I say intensive management, it means as a beginner, you're most likely not to know everything about management. So you're going to make mistakes. How about you make these mistakes with the local chicken, which will give you that allowance, that allowance of making mistakes, and this bird will still be there. It will give you a chance for you to try on it and make errors, and it will still be there. Now let's look at the most important thing. Which one makes more money? That's an interesting question because it doesn't have a particular answer, like a specific answer. This is where most farmers actually go wrong, especially the beginner farmers. The chicken which will make you money depends on the market. So before you even buy a single chick, before you even decide on which breed you're going to raise, ask yourself what is being bought in your area. For example, if your area is having this strong market for eggs, then I wouldn't really advise you to go for local chicken. But if you are in this area which appreciates premium prices for chicken, for meat, for eggs, for local eggs, why not start with the local chicken? You may be in an area where people want to raise chicken, That means there will be a very high demand for the old chicks. Why not start a breeding poultry farm for the local chicken, which is easy to manage? Now, what would Fridaus recommend for a beginner? Underline that word, a beginner. Now, if you are a complete beginner, all you have is your passion and your limited capital, perhaps you have a poultry structure or even rooms and all that. The type of breed I would recommend, without hesitation, it's the local birds, the local chicken. Like I mentioned, it will give you room to make errors, but will still thrive. This local chicken is also going to give you a clue on how, some picture of how you can manage actually commercial birds or exotic birds like layers and broilers. It will give you a clue. And when I say that, I'm specifically recommending that you go for improved breeds of local chicken. We have the indigenous one, but the improved ones, someone actually told me that I should be calling them the dual purpose, whatever. But the improved one, they grow faster. That means whatever you're feeding them, they're putting it to use. That means you hit the market quickly. They're gaining weight faster. They will start laying earlier than our indigenous chicken. Whereas our indigenous chicken is most likely to start laying maybe after 6 months or after a year. The improved ones will start laying around 3.5 months or even 4 months. The roosters, they'll go to market around 3 months. if you feed them very well. Why I said I'll give you a clue on how poultry is done and how it's managed, it's because they're improved. That means they'll call for improved feeding, they'll call for improved systems of management. You can even put them on half ranging, like half full free range system. Like for example, if I introduce improved local chickens, I'll be feeding them on commercial feeds, and then later I'll be letting them to go outside. But also this local chicken fits our market, our Ugandan market so well, because most people are used to this indigenous chicken, so they will not be so shocked if you saw them this chicken. That means you can easily find their market. But also with your little money, this chicken will be able to give you something, because once you start production, you'll be able to multiply your farm and to grow faster, because these birds are laying and you're taking these eggs to the hatchery, and then you are hatching your chicks, and then you're bringing them back on the farm. That's my recommendation. And I once again thank you for being here at Call Me Firdaus. If you haven't subscribed, just make sure, check if you have subscribed. So we really appreciate. And this is day 11 of our farm. There is not much activity besides the birds growing. I'm going to see you tomorrow in the next video. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.